2A of 6. What's the website, Mickey? electoralcommission.org.uk. If you recently retired and you're looking for something to do, you're the perfect candidate. You can live with this crap as long as I have, and if you've got grandkids like I have, you know we've got to do something about it. So, there's pensioners. If you're coming close to retirement, or are retired, or unemployed because you're too old, this is an exciting new challenge for you. It pays over 60 grand a year. Yeah, 60 grand. Well worth the effort.
Like a decent wage, mate.
Yeah, decent wage. Yeah. So there is
Cheap,
remuneration if you can win.
By today's standards, cheap as chips.
And I'll tell you something now. Whether you win or lose, it matters not. Absolutely matters not. Because if you've either stood as an honest John and failed to get elected, or voted for an honest John and he didn't get elected, you can walk around with your head held high and say, well, I tried. I stood up for what's right. I stood up when it was needed. And in the annals of history in the future, when they're looking back on this black time in our history, in the record will be recorded the fact that there was a proportion of this country that stood against everything that these guys stand for. I do mean everything. Now then, there's another matter now. It's seditious. Now, don't get me wrong. I got nothing against Her Majesty at all. You know, seen her on the pictures. Don't know her. But the question arises, these war criminals and liars, and don't forget politicians, you know that they're liars, they admit that they lie. Why, if we know we're lying, they're taking us for fools? And yet, these liars are Her Majesty's Council, you know, the Privy Council. So these, you know what I mean? Her council is made up of liars. Now if the Labour Party and the Conservatives and all the rest of them buggers in there who voted for the war are criminal, we got to face the question of whether Her Majesty knew more or could have stopped it, or whether she too was, you know, lied to, like we were. And so that's got to be investigated as our head of state, the person who takes ultimate responsibility for our actions, the one person who we as a nation to, you know, that's the reason we do. We don't have a president, we have a Majesty. Now as head of state, where does the responsibility lie? You know? No, I don't know, and I am not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna give you my 2 penneth worth, because at the end of the day I don't know jack shit. I just got questions that need answering, You know? 'Cause if we as a nation have caused these criminal acts, and don't forget, Indonesia now has already tried Mr. Blair and Mr. Bush in their absence because they wouldn't turn up at the court case. They wouldn't send, with all their millions and millions of pounds, you know, they wouldn't send a defence. They just rather ignored it. So they've already been found guilty. Now the question is, where is the honour of our Prime Minister? Does he have any honour? Why didn't we as a nation stand up for his honour? Why didn't we as a nation, when these accusations and this trial was announced, why didn't we as a nation, you know, come to his defence, send a defence team out for him? But no, nothing. You know, you make of it what you will. I've already come to my own conclusions, and it's really sad. You know, we've been lied to. You know you're being lied to. You're going to watch them now for the next 4 fucking months. They're just going to be coming on, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be sick of it. And for what? More war? More terrorism? Fear. That's how they rule you. And that's how they rule me. Okay, I know that view. Okay? And this is how they rule, through fear. They raise your fear level. What do we really want in our life? We just want to be secure in our homes, raise our children, go to a party, you know, make love to the missus. Do we need this, what they give us? You know, we can run our hospitals, our councils do a very sterling job. We do. Well, why do we need these liars? We've got a judiciary, which is supposed to stop war in this country. And yet, because of the parliamentary privilege, they can say whatever they want, and they can, you know, they can raise the fear level against Muslims. You know what I mean? So you fear everybody who's not like you. And it's allowed, because they're politicians. God forbid they ever told you the truth. I don't know. Enough, you know. So the first question, if you were to vote an honest John in, the very first question they're going to be asked in Parliament is, will you take the oath to the Queen? Now for him to put that to you in the constituency, for you to say yay or nay to, is an act of sedition, with a very long sentence attached to it.
Her Majesty's government, as far as I can see here, may possibly be guilty of sedition in any case, since or to raise discontent or disaffection amongst Her Majesty's subjects, or to promote feelings of ill will and hostility between different classes of such subjects.
Aye. So you see, politicians do it all the time.
Or
it's topsy-turvy, this world, don't you think? Yeah.
An intention to show that His Majesty has been misled or mistaken in his measures. What's this? Divine right? Or to point out errors or defects in the government or constitution as by law established with a view to their reformation, or to excite Her Majesty's subjects to attempt by lawful means, the alteration of any matter in church or state by law established, etc. etc.
That's where I have been causing sedition for the last 5 years.
By the mere suggestion.
Oh yeah, I've done more than that, haven't I? come on, let's have a revolution. So that's a very good one, like, you know what I mean? That could be, and yes, hands up, I said that. Because I believe we need it. We need a revolution to clean away the shit. I'm not saying change anything, like you get out there and riot. No.
Still need the hospitals.
Don't need to do that. We need our hospitals, we need our schools, we need our roads, we need our infrastructure. Because whose is the infrastructure but ours? What's the point of going out there and smashing it all up, and putting so many people out? No.
It's rude.
Right? Our ancestors knew this, and this is why they said every 5 years, if you don't like them, get rid of them. Get rid of a lot of them. And put some honest Johns in. Okay? Check out John Cook. That's a good man. He said the law should be supreme in this country. The law should be sovereign in this country, not Parliament. Because when you get lawmakers, you can guarantee the laws they make ain't going to be affecting them. That's the corruption of the law. Because the law is simple, it's cause no harm. There, done. This is why we never needed law books. Because did you hurt that person? Simple. That's the law. Not this tombs and tombs of law books.
Quote from
previous cases.
Quote from
Precedents,
the Guardian here.
where you need a legal translator just to understand what the bloody hell they're talking about. And they won't talk in plain speak, because then you'll figure out that you don't need them. Did you cause harm? That's the law. When they add to that, it's you're penalising in civic society for just living your life. No, don't get me wrong, like